No matter what job you have, industry you work in, or what your business is, or the organization that you support, change management is an important part of the business. It's essential, especially in times like now, during this pandemic, in this crazy COVID world. We've had to shift, we've had to flex, and we've had to be able to do it quickly, which makes change management an even more important part of our jobs than it ever was before. My name is Jessica Miller-Merrill. I am the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam. I help HR leaders up-level and upskill, whether it's HR certification prep or ongoing personal development and growth. Today, we're talking about the change management process. Surprise, surprise. And I have for you in this video an excerpt from a recent Workology podcast with Claudio Diaz. Claudio Diaz is a CHRO, and he's worked for companies in healthcare, as well as with Disney. So he has a lot of really great insights to share with us about change management process, and he's going to walk us through John Kotter's change management process and philosophy. You don't want to miss this short audio clip from a recent Workology podcast with Claudio Diaz. I feel like what you're saying is you're basically giving me a roadmap to effective change management, not just an HR technology selection like cheat sheet here. How to make sure this is going to stick and people aren't freaking out and they're going to implement the HRIS and it's going to go hopefully smoothly, as smooth as possible. How important is change management to something like this, to an implementation like this?
Yeah, well, you're talking to an OD professional, so to ask how important change management is is almost a given, right? A lot of people have read John Kotter. He's got an extensive change management model, 8 steps, and I'm also certified in ADKAR. But like I said earlier, I like simplicity, and William Bridges has this thing called the transition model, and I love it for its simplicity. He basically says, Jessica, that we all go through 3 simple stages when we go through change: ending what currently is, the transition phase, and then new beginnings. And so communicating to those 3 phases at the right time will help everybody evolve to the next phase. For instance, in endings, there's a lot of uncertainty and confusion, dare I say, emotion as to why we need to change, right? So you help them understand that the old HRIS did have some key features, and we're going to look to keep those in the new one, but it can't keep up with our growth. And in fact, it's not only costing us time, it's costing us money and making all of you less productive. So see, that's a key communication during the ending phase. And then during transition, you're going to get some resistance, right? You're going to be asked for details that potentially you might not have the answers yet on. It's okay, in my opinion. So you communicate how the new system can meet their primary needs. For instance, I would say, you'll no longer have to wait for HR to return your call 48 hours later, because there's a self-service portal in this HRIS that can give you all your answers or most of your answers immediately. And so by starting to talk about those features in the new beginning that they will experience, they can be motivated to then accept it with open arms. And then obviously in the new beginning, that's where you train them. That's where you train them so well that they become just as much of an expert of the new system as they were of the old system. So I'm going to use a word that I've said before. All of this takes time. So don't expect it to work if you try to fit all of this in during the last month before implementation. If we were running, you and I, just a creative initiative, more than likely we'd take our time. Why? Because we need that time, right? I think everybody should do the same thing with something as important yet tactical as an HRIS.
John Kotter's Leading Change was one of the first books I read as part of my MBA program. And I think I want to pick it back up again after being inspired by Claudio in his interview from the Workology podcast, where we talked about organizational and change management. It is imperative, not just for HR leaders, but for all business leaders, to be dialed in on change management and have an understanding of how to use it and leverage it to be able to move and shift quickly through all the changes that are happening post-COVID and ongoing in our business and our personal lives today. A special thank you to Claudio Diaz for his interview. You can go to workologypodcast.com to listen to his interview in entirety. We'll also put the link up here or over here. My name is Jessica Miller-Merrill. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE, the HR exam. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a little bit about change management and have some food for thought about what John Kotter thinks and how you might be able to apply it in your own personal or professional life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, let me know what kinds of topics you need to help ace your HR certification exam or grow in the areas of personal and professional development for HR. Leave me a comment, like this video, subscribe, and share with others. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on YouTube.